So my favorite piece of art is actually an album called The Score by the Fugees. I discovered this album when I was about 13 or 14 years old in a basket my mom had inside the house where she had all of her cassette tapes. Um, I grew up in a very hip hop oriented family. My mom definitely played tons of hip hop, and me being her son, I always wanted to get in her stuff. Where little girls like to get into their mother's makeup and everything, I like to get into my mother's cassette tapes. Um, there was a song off the album called Ready or Not, and that was one of the biggest songs. You know, that's what kind of drew me to the group known as the Fugees. So, going through my mom's basket, I find a cassette tape called The Score, and it said the Fugees. And I go and ask my mom about it, and she says it's an actual album. You know, I didn't know a cassette tape had entire albums on it. You know, I'm growing up in an era where we started using CDs and transitioning over to MP3 players. Who was really listening to a cassette tape? So, my mom had this boombox, and I popped the tape into the boombox, and the first song that plays is actually my favorite song off the entire album. It's called The Beast. And this song was more than a song to me. It answered a question of creativity that I had been having about hip hop for the longest, for as long as I can remember. I'd had this question. Nobody knew this question. It was a question I kept to myself. And hearing this song answered it for me. And it was really emotional for me. You know, if I felt sort of complete hearing that. I felt like it was just the beginning of something that I knew I would never stop loving, you know? Um this is my favorite body of work just simply because it was that answer, you know, it was my introduction to hip hop. It was that song that you fell in love with, you know? Hearing it inspired me to just go after more music like that, to seek out sounds and seek out other artists and and eventually create. You know, I have created my own music because of that song and that album. I have spent countless hours studying music and just delving into the love I have for it because of that song and that album. The fact that I was able to sort of stumble upon it, you know, it wasn't anything I was looking for. It was just something that I just so happened on, and out comes this sort of answer to any question I had about hip hop to me. So that's my favorite piece of art. It will always be my favorite piece of art. It's been 11 years now since I found out about that album, and I have literally carried that entire album in any device that I've had. It never goes anywhere. So yeah, the Fugees.